Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Luxury Calling. Born with the name Irvin Johnson, he was given the nickname Magic after a sports writer had watched the 15-year-old star rack up 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 16 assists while attending Everett High School. He was drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers in the late 1970s, where he played for 13 seasons, winning the NBA Finals MVP awards in the process. Then in 1991, he retired for the first time after revealing that he had contracted HIV. He returned and retired for the final time in 1996, but then began his incredible business ventures, starting with Magic Johnson Empires. The business venture morphed into various health clubs, movie theaters, real estate, and TGI Fridays. Now they hold a net worth of over $1 billion. He also bought a 5% share in the Lakers, which he sold in 2010 for close to $60 million, as well as a $2 million investment in the Los Angeles Lakers. If the name Shaq doesn't precede his reputation, then probably his colossal 7-foot frame will make it impossible to miss him. Born Shaquille Rashun O'Neal, he entered the NBA in 1992 after being drafted to play for the Orlando Magic, where he earned Rookie of the Year from 1992 to 1993, supposing his height had nothing to do with it. He also played for the LA Lakers, Miami Heat, Phoenix Suns, Cleveland Cavaliers, and Boston Celtics before retiring in 2011. He made $292 million during his basketball career and nearly quadrupled that after his retirement. The basketball legend has stakes in Google, Apple, Krispy Kreme, Papa John's, Ring, and Carnival Cruises. Today, his net worth is over $400 million. If you've been a wrestling fan for any amount of time, especially between the 1990s and early 2000s, then you've heard about The Rock. Before following in the footsteps of his father as a professional wrestler, he aspired to play in the NFL but wasn't drafted. He then went on to become recognized as one of the world's greatest wrestlers during his time within the WWF, which later became the WWE, between 1996 and 2004. Upon retirement, he parlayed into acting and producing. Keeping his professional wrestling name, The Rock, he made a statement with movies like The Mummy, The Scorpion King, The Game Plan, and Be Cool alongside John Travolta. The latter part of his acting career saw him in film bangers like The Fast and Furious 7, Ballers, Central Intelligence, Jumanji, Hercules, and Hobbs and Shaw with Jason Statham. This skateboarder is nicknamed the Birdman, and if you knew how much air he caught, you would understand why. But Tony Hawk isn't only elevating off his skateboard these days. He's also listed as one of the most successful skateboarding athletes whose impact affects not only skateboarding, but also other sports. He began skateboarding at the age of 8, and by 14 years old he turned professional. In the 1980s and 1990s, Tony Hawk dominated the sport and became a National Skateboard Association world champion for 12 years in a row. He launched his own clothing line called Hawk Clothing in 1998, and in the same year released a game series of Activision called Tony Hawk Pro Skater. In addition, he also launched a traveling sports show in 2002 called Boom Boom Huck Jam. Today, Tony Hawk's net worth is estimated at $150 million. Arnold Palmer must have been an exceptional golfer to be nicknamed the King in a sport that doesn't seem as exciting as your average adrenaline-pumping competition. The late Palmer died in 2016 after retiring from the sport in 2006. Although he hadn't won a major championship since 1964, he still managed to be ranked as one of the world's highest-paid retired athletes before his death at 87. His contribution to the sport of golf was so impactful that the PGA Tour statement following his death stated, "There would be no Golf Channel without Arnold Palmer." Annually, he was earning $40 million through commercial endorsements, clothing, cars, golf events, and beverages. During his lifetime, he was placed in the same bracket with Michael Jordan and David Beckham, who also acquired massive success after retirement. Like any great success story, the come-up is what is most inspiring. The ability to come out on top despite the obstacles placed in your way is what people feed on for motivation. George Foreman's story is just that. He began as a high school dropout, but after discovering his gift in boxing, he went on to become the heavyweight champion. The two-time heavyweight world champion saw his career slow down after losing to Muhammad Ali, but that wasn't the end for him. He was approached to do infomercials for a kitchen appliance company named Sultan that eventually led to commercials for McDonald's, Pepsi, and Doritos. He also had a grill named after him called the George Foreman Grill and was paid $137.5 million for use of his name. Throughout his career, Charles Barkley has been recognized for his exceptional performance, which led him to be chosen as NBA All-Star 11 times on separate occasions, as well as the NBA MVP in 1993. His professional career began in 1984 when he was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers. Subsequently, he transferred to the Phoenix Suns as well as the Houston Rockets. But even after his retirement in 1999, Barkley didn't hit a financial brick like most other athletes who retire from professional sports. An accumulation of endorsements of Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Right Guard, T-Mobile, and his sneaker deal with Nike put Barkley's net worth at $40 million after not dribbling a ball since retirement. While bodybuilding isn't exactly considered a sport, it's still a form of physical exercise that is recognized as a legitimate career that rewards its champions with a lavish paycheck. One person who can attest to that is a former professional bodybuilder and two-term California governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Austrian-born superstar became the youngest Miss Universe champion at the age of 20. And then at age 23, he set a record as the youngest Mr. Olympia winner, which hasn't been beaten to this day. He went on to win the Mr. Olympia title 6 times consecutively before retiring in 1980. He also had a hand in real estate and currently has a portfolio of over $100 million in commercial properties. Having starred in movies like Terminator, Terminator 2, Commando, Predator, and Total Recall, to name a few, his total earnings as an actor will be $400 million. Known as Golden Balls during his football glory days, David Beckham retired in 2013 at the age of 38 after a 20-year successful football career. During his time as Manchester United, he earned a whopping £100,000, around $136,000, per week, or £4.8 million per year. However, despite his retirement, Beckham still manages to rake up upwards of 40 million euros a year, placing him only second to Michael Jordan as one of the most successful post-retirement athletes. He's able to keep up these earnings as a result of many lucrative endorsements of companies like Ken & Kerwin, Adidas, H&M, and Breitling watches. In 2020, Beckham signed a 3-year deal with EA Sports with £40 million for a new gaming series named FIFA 21 Beckham Edition, making him the star cover of the Standard Edition. When the Jumpman Michael Jordan officially retired from the NBA in 1999, his annual salary was $90 million, a dazzling price tag for running to and fro on the court shooting a ball through a hoop. But it appears that MJ didn't need the NBA as much as it needed him. The financial wizard went on to star in movies, launch his Air Jordan athlete shoe and clothing brand with Nike, purchased at least 4 multi-million-dollar homes, 2 of which are up for sale, and as of 2021, his own NASCAR team. He also owns a restaurant chain named Michael Jordan Steakhouse and holds the position of the world's most successful retired athlete with a net worth of $1.6 billion. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.